Hello and welcome back to thoughts-agentgaming360 on the gaming team. Today we're going to be doing my thoughts on LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2. So for those who do not know, LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2 came out in November last year. It is the sequel to LEGO Marvel Super Heroes, which came out in like 2013. So yeah, first of all, what we're going to talk about is the comparison between Marvel Super Heroes and Marvel Super Heroes 2. So yeah, in Marvel Superheroes, they had X-Men, Fantastic Four, and the Avengers and Spider-Man. So yeah, there was all four different companies back then. But now it's just Avengers and Spider-Man. I'll get to the reason why X-Men and Fantastic Four are not in it later on. But so yeah, whereas it's better quality now in Superheroes 2 than Superheroes 1. Superheroes 1 is still great quality, but it's got a bigger character roster, the new one, but the plot is better in Superheroes 1, in my opinion. And yeah, this is Superheroes 2 isn't better than Superheroes 1, but it's not worse. It's just not as good, if you know what I mean, as Superheroes. So yeah, that's the comparison. Now the story. So yeah, for those who do not know, it's about Kang the Conqueror, who goes around, takes different things out, and puts them into one big world, Chronopolis. So it's not in New York like any of the other Marvel games. There's a bit of New York, but it is mostly in Chronopolis. And so yeah, there's loads of different hubs. I won't go through all of them now, and you know, if you want to know them, just Google it. I'm going to go through best and worst, by the way. So yeah, the story, it's okay in spots. It can be a bit weird and a bit seriously, but that's all LEGO games for you. The best and worst hubs. Actually, no, before I go to the best and worst hubs, I want to talk about how comical it is. So yeah, this is like Marvel's Superheroes. It's very comical, but this is much more comical. Like the ending thing where it tells you how well you did in the level and stuff like that. That is very comical. As like, you know, it's in a format of a comic book and everything like that. So yeah, that's you know, the story. The best and worst hubs. In my opinion, the best hubs. Number 3 is Manhattan Noir. So yeah, it's basically Manhattan, just slightly different location, but black and white. It's great. It's got a load of detail in it, and I like how very black and white it is. I took all these pictures off the internet, by the way, so I can't do anything about the copyright if anyone charges me a copyright for the pictures, because I would have taken them in-game pictures, but I didn't have time for that. Right. Number 2 is the Old West. I've always liked the Old West themed stuff. That's why I like Back to the Future 3 so much. Even though it's not as good as the other Back to the Futures, it's still a pretty good movie. But yeah, I just like this hub so much because it's got the Wild West part. Like, it's got the like that casual Wild West town, and then it's got the hills and the mining and stuff like that. So yeah, now my favourite hub is medieval England. I'm such a big fan of knights and stuff like that. You know, medieval England is such a great one. It's got, in my opinion, it's got the most detail. It's got a giant castle and like a sort of towny kind of place next to it. It's always raining there, which I hope they're not trying to say something about the British weather here, but you know, can't say anything about that. But so yeah, it's a great map, to be honest. It gets some great character with it, like Merlin, King Arthur, and stuff like that. You know, like classics. Now, for the worst hubs, Nowhere. So yeah, those who do not know Nowhere is, it's a giant celestial head. See that one? This hub comes later on in the game. It's only got a few things in it. It's basically in my opinion, a forgotten hub. I don't really remember it, and it's in the sky, and it looks a bit weird sometimes. But I mean, it looks good, the hub. It's just a bit boring, and there's only like a few things to do. The second one is Hala. This thing has got plenty of stuff to do in it. It's just a bit boring hub, in my opinion. I know Sharpfire 1 actually likes this hub very much. I don't like it. I've flown over it so many times trying to go to all the different hubs and actually forgotten about that hub. Right, the worst hub in the game, in my opinion, is Asgard, and a lot of people will be like, "What? That's a great hub. Asgard's great." Now, I love Asgard as a place and as a thing, but the problem that I have with Asgard in this game is that it's too small, condensed, and it was a bit of a disappointment. It didn't really give out its full potential it could have been as Asgard. And I don't know why there's a volcano behind it. For some reason, there's a volcano behind it. I don't know if that was a Kang put it back there, or if that some reason it's now got a volcano behind it. But Asgard is a pretty crappy hub, So yeah, that's Asgard. I feel like that if they made it slightly bigger, allowed us to go into the throne room, like the big thing, had it a bit better looking and stuff like that, then yeah, it'd be great. Because I'm always comparing it now to the one in Marvel Avengers, which was massive and it was great, and everyone liked that hub, other than Sharpfire 1, who doesn't seem to remember it. The next up is the character customizer. And I love the character customizer, it's so good. This is one of the best things about this game. And now, of course, it could be better, but hey, I'm lucky they've just given us this. Like, for once we actually get to do stuff that we actually want. Like, giving them certain abilities, even though say you gave them a character, Thor's hammer, in the previous game, then you get Thor's ability. In this, you give it Thor's hammer, you don't have to have Thor's abilities for that, which is great. I love that so much. So yeah, the character customizer, I hope they do improve on it again in the future, because I'm lucky that they made it as it is at the moment. Go away! Don't text me. So yeah, that's the character customizer. Gwenpool versus Deadpool. This is a big thing for me. Gwenpool or Deadpool? Gwenpool sucks. In my opinion, I much prefer Deadpool. Deadpool was in Marvel Superheroes, and he was a fun character to play, a fun character to watch. Gwenpool, her voice is annoying. Whatever she says is annoying. And, I mean, her character design is pretty cool, but other than that, I can't say anything about it. So yeah, next, what about the X-Men and Fantastic Four? Why are they not in this game? Because it's based just after Marvel Superheroes. They should be in the game, shouldn't they? Well, the reason why they're not in here is rights issues. Something's the rights issues got more strict now, and they're not allowed to have it in the game. But the reason why I thought of would be a good reason why they're not in this game is because it's taken a small chunk of Manhattan, and the X-Men and Fantastic Four were not part of that small chunk that was taken. So yeah, that's my reason why they're not in there. Thanks for watching, please comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Have a nice day.